Hi guys, this is Rochelle. I'm in the process of just feeding my dogs, which they eat very, very quickly. This is Daisy, and this is Diesel cleaning up Anka's food, and that's Anka over here. And we're going through this process, and I wanted to think about if I have somebody else coming in to feed, there's a lot of detail and steps and communication that I want to make sure somebody knows about. And by going through this process, Equine Simplified has a lot of flexibility, and I can enter in a feed chart list, not only for the horses, but also for the dogs. There's so much flexibility of things you can do, and so I'm just going to show you one of those examples. In order to get started setting up a feed chart for a dog, my challenge is that if I click on other animals and I look at Diesel, the challenge is there's no feed chart here, and that's at this point. We've got that planned for future releases, but for right now I don't have that. However, there's kind of an easy fix to this. So if I go back to my home screen and I'm going to hit add new horse, I'm going to pretend Diesel's a horse, okay? And I can be the owner. I'm going to classify him as a non-boarded horse. And the reason is that when I go and I look at my horse list, I don't really want to see him in there often, but I can get to him if I go to all horses and then look at non-boarded horses. But I really just want this to focus on my horses. I'm just going to leave him as a non-boarded horse, and I'm going to say save. So what I want to do next is I want to enter in food. But what I realize is the type of grain I have, which I'm going to assume grain is dog food, the grain I have is just set up for horses. So I do need to set up some new grains. So I'm going to quickly go over to my settings, go over to feed and supplements, and I'm going to hit add new. Well, I can search for it. I guarantee it's not in there. And of course it's not there. So get rid of that. Hit add new. I'm going to call it a grain. Unit measure is, I actually use a cup. And I want it to show on top of the list so that I can easily find it. And I'm going to hit save. I'm also going to look for my daily supplements. So let me just do a search because I do have some in here. So look, and I have Canine CJ in here already. So that's perfect. The other one I don't think I have, but let me look at it. Aha, it's here. That is for Anka. Okay, so now I've added the supplements. So I have the CJ, I have the Carprofen, and I have this Anka compounded med that I've added under unit measure of dose. So now I'm going to go back. Then I need to go find my dogs, which are under horses, non-boarded horses. Diesel. And we'll select feeding. And we'll select edit. Add new grain. This is the grain. You can add any notes here if you want. And 1 3/4. Add PM, same thing. Daily supplement. And it's the CJ. I can add any notes as well. AM 1. That's under the wrong unit measure. I want it under scoop. And PM, same thing. I hit save. I'm done. Now I'll go ahead and enter the other 2 dogs, and then I'll show you what the reports look like. All right, Anka's is the last one that I entered, and hers I did put some specific notes. Now, if I go to reports, and I go to a combined feed chart, so this report has my dogs and horses all in one. I can, however, just pick just the dogs and hit update. And now I just have my dog report. So the scenario that I just went through with you on entering a food chart just shows you the flexibility for Equine Simplified. Thanks for watching. We're going to be posting more videos related to Equine Simplified tips and tricks, as well as general horse care topics. So please remember to subscribe so that you can get the latest. Now, time to go play with the horses. Cheers!